everybody, it's your girl Philly G back with another one just to let you know that today is a great day to be great. And I just want to welcome you all to the first ever Her TV, where we'll be discussing all things in every way. So today we have Miss Sasha Pinder in the studio with us, who will be discussing with the topic of dressing the part. You represent you. Sasha, tell them a little about yourself.
Well, good day, good night, good morning, good evening, at whatever time this video. My name is Sasha Pinder, and I am the CEO of a marketing and development, business development company called Be My Guest. And my baby, Be My Guest, is almost 3 years old. And that's a little bit about me. I founded also the first ever entrepreneurship summer camp in the Bahamas, and we just wrapped up the second year. So we're looking forward to our camp turning 3 next year as well. So that's a little bit about me, my career. I'm pretty much involved, I'd want to say, um, in my community. So I do a lot of community service, trying to, just spread my wings a little bit. I love jumping in music, so if you see me shaking up anywhere with my shoes off, that's definitely me. And I do believe in living life to the fullest.
Definitely. So, as you heard her said, she has her own business in marketing and events and stuff like that. So she's a little familiar with this topic of, you representing you. When you go before people, you know how to present yourself to front of people. So we'll jump right into it. Our first point we'd like to make is you never know who's watching. You never know who's watching you. So it's important that you represent yourself to the best of your ability. Sasha, what can you tell us about that?
Firstly, I agree with that statement 100,000%. Um, you never ever know who's watching. So you put in your mind that everyone's watching.
Yeah.
Someone's always looking, someone is always watching you. You don't know who you're inspiring or who's looking up to you or looking at you in any kind of way. Um, and what you would want always is to have a good impression or leave a good lasting impression. First impressions are lasting. And I know me personally, they always say, don't judge a book by its cover, or don't judge a book at all, because who are we? But I would want to do business with someone that looks the part. I choose my friends based on how they look, how they carry themselves. Certain conversations I would have with you, I wouldn't have with someone else based on literally how they look. And when it comes to someone's always watching, especially if you are a professional or in any arena, you'd want to be inspiring, or you'd always want them to say something positive about you. You want them to read the positivity in you. And short story, I mentioned earlier, like I believe in living my life, right?
Yeah.
So I have I balance, or I try to balance. I'm just finding the balance where, I get to separate my career from my personal life, which is hard for me to do, especially where we're from. We're from the Bahamas and we live in Freeport. Everybody know everybody, and um, word of mouth is more intense or stronger than anything, any type of resume or any type of application. Someone recommending you, referring you, or based on any interaction that they've had with you before, would be much stronger than any credentials that you may have. So you do want to, if you, for example, aim to be a politician, just shooting, like if you want to be a politician, you would, what, I'm going to always be a part of the community cleanups, and I'm going to make sure that all my public relations are clean. I don't want to be online saying derogatory things or, stuff like that. And it's always watching. So short story, like I say, I just get wild when Jonathan will come on. I mean, you just have to peel me of the place. That's fine. That's my culture. I love it. Zero shame, right? So there was a potential client that I was trying to get for my company, and we were back and forth in our meetings.
Mm-hmm.
And I get to the closing meeting, and we have, well, you're familiar with this beach party that we have called Basra.
Uh-huh.
And it was my second year, I think. But anyway, long story short, I had Basra for myself. Basra didn't owe me nothing, and that was a Saturday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's a beach party, thousands of people on the beach. I can't see everybody, but everybody can see me, right? So Saturday, I live in my life. I'm having a good time. Monday morning now, I have this meeting. I'm like, I'm gonna close this deal. I'm gonna close this deal. When I get in the meeting, oh, good morning, Miss Pinder. Man, we saw you over the weekend. We didn't know you to carry on like that, da da da. And I was so shamed. Like I was like, how y'all get up there, you know? And luckily it's a cultural thing, you know what I mean? It was like, no, she
Yeah.
and myself, you know, but that could have went a different way. Once I know we wouldn't want someone to represent us if that's how they are. And that goes hand in hand with branding, that goes hand in hand with, you know, impressions and who you are. And
Mm-hmm.
when someone looks at you, what's the first thing that they see? You know, what do they think?
Yep.
Because at the end of the day, I wouldn't want, if I see my doctor always at the bar,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to that doctor no more, because for some reason, every time I think about him, the first thing I think is
Mm-hmm.
he always having a drink. I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't say he off, you know, he ain't checking. I'm going to
Yeah.
say him operating on me. So someone is always watching you. And two, I get messages all the time, and I message women all the time, and I say, "Hey, that's nice. Hey, I like this," and they're like, "Wow, I wouldn't even." With social media, everything is so instant. You have
Yeah.
instant gratification, instant posting, and stuff like that. Your views can go from 10 views to 10,000 views in seconds. There is no way you
Yep.
scrolling trying to see who you know and who this and who that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
when you say like in utter shock, like, wait, how you see this? So, and that's online and things you can control, like you can control what you're posting, but in real life, you know, you'd want to try to find a balance, because someone indeed is always watching you, and opportunity meets preparation. If you're always prepared, you straight. You stay
Exactly.
ready, you ain't never gotta get ready. So me, I can put on all my clothes every day. I can smile every day. I greet it every, hi, morning, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Hey, because you know what? That's my brand. That's who I am. I'm not gonna change certain things, but I will find a balance. If
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean.
Yep. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
find your balance. Stay true to yourself, but find your balance, and always, you know what your goals are.
Mm-hmm.
So if you know your goal is to, again, back to that reference, if you know your goal is to be a politician, you wouldn't be on social media saying certain things, doing certain things, interacting a certain way. You say, you
Mm-hmm.
know, I groom myself to meet whatever it is that my goal may be. I want to be a public speaker. All right, I have to do this. I want to be a teacher. I want parents to trust me with their kids and to tutor their kids and stuff. So you know what? I I won't attend this function, or I won't wear this piece of clothing because I have a youth following, so on and so forth. So I definitely agree with the statement, and yeah, you know,
That's true. That's so true. Because from like you said earlier, you are your brand. Some people, they're not going to do their research first and then come and say, oh, she isn't really that type of person. No, they're really looking at the outer appearance of what you're showing. So because you are the brand, you have to portray yourself how you want someone to think about you.
definitely.
I mean, I'm like we're saying, we're not telling you to change who you are and stuff like that, but you know the things that you want to do, you know the things that the places you're trying to go. So portray those character traits that you know where you need to be.
Right.
You know what I mean? Don't try and put on character traits that you know where you need to be.
Right.
You know what I mean? Don't try and put on and do this and do that, and then you putting it onto social media where everybody.
And the world is so unforgiving. I tell people all the time, like, the world is just unforgiving and the internet does not forget. And you have persons out there, it's sad, but it's true. But persons just don't want to see you elevate in life. They don't want to see you prosper. So they will hold on to these negative things because they ain't doing nothing with themselves. It's like, hold on, wait, why I look like she about to get this job, or why she about to get into this college. Y'all haven't seen these posts from her from 10 years ago, and now you writing this heartfelt apology on Facebook and now it's just propaganda and things that you can't avoid.
Exactly.
You don't have to change who you are. When people say you don't give the world everything, what you give the world, you can't take back. Your friends, your family, I crack plenty jokes behind the scenes that I would never crack on camera. And that doesn't make me less, you know what I mean? That doesn't make me different.
Yep.
Just finding a balance, because at the end of the day, you are a brand. I feel like everyone is a brand. If you are a doctor, when you step out of your house, you're Dr. Felicity, right? And when I walk out the door, they say, you know what, that's Big Mouth Sasha. So they expect me to, hey, that's who I am. If someone sees me and I'm quiet, they know something is instantly wrong because my mind is making noise. And that's who I am. The world is so unforgiving, and I always encourage persons, you don't have to share everything.
No.
You don't know how we live in a sensitive time too. So you want to be careful with things like that, not just on the internet, but in real life. So
definitely. And like you say, what would you give the world, you can't take back. And how you have to think about it is 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, when you have a family, or even if you, in that future career, what is it that you want people to look back and say, oh, she was this type of person? What do you want? What do you want your storyline to be? You know what I mean? So with that being said, we'll move into our first round of 4-Pick 1 Song. 4-Pick 1 Song is a game that you have 4 pictures depicting one song. Okay. Sasha here will have to guess. She has 10 seconds to guess which song are these 4 pictures representing. 10? Yes. Get yourself together. And I'm gonna put 10 seconds on the clock. And before we start that, I want to let you know that the theme of all the songs are soca. Oh, yes. So it shouldn't be hard for you. So let me know when you're ready. Gather yourself. Let me know when you're ready.
I know, but ready. COVID had me inside for almost 2 years now. But let's go.
All right. Let me get 10 seconds on the clock. And the first picture can go up now. All right. 10 seconds on the clock. Starts now.
Spencer?
Yeah. Correct. The first answer was Splinters. Do you know who sings that song?
Yeah, actually, I should know, but I don't want to shame myself. Who is it? Is it
Charles Marshall?
Okay, I wasn't gonna say that. So shout out to Mr. Marshall. That's my jam.
She got the first answer correct. She got it. All right, guys, comment down below. Let me know, were you able to get that answer for the first round? So she got 1 out of 4. You have 3 more rounds to go. Let's see, if she's gonna get it. So moving right along into our other point. We would have spoken of, you never know who's watching. And you touched a little bit on it, but your outer appearance speaks volumes. A lot of persons don't understand that, sometimes you don't feel like dressing up all the time. And we ain't saying dress up, put on your makeup, put on your heels all the time when you go out. But if you are gonna dress, put your best on. If that means you have to get up and you take a shower before you come out of the house, put on your best yard slippers, your best yard,
Yeah.
But make sure that when you come out of the house or wherever it is that you're coming out and you're going into the world, ensure that it's your best that you have on, because it's only your outer appearance that speaks for you before you even open your mouth. So Sasha, what do you feel about that?
I mean, there's some great one to say. Okay, so firstly,
Mm-hmm.
um, okay, the first thing that came to my mind was two things came to my mind: food and hygiene. So I can be biking for.
Mm-hmm.
Firstly is food. I can't eat nothing if it looks bad. Like it have to appeal to me. You know, people say, you know, you eat with your eyes first. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's a universal thing. And if you when the food come in and that looking at me and I looking at him, that's we making sense. And I'm a very picky eater, but if it looks attractive enough, I might try it. And I feel like that seems like that for people as well.
Mm-hmm.
My first thing would be like hygiene. Now,
Oh.
I have a group of friends, you know, like I say, you don't say everything on the net, y'all. But I got a group of friends, you know, everybody got the group chats.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my friends had this topic one time and they were talking about, you know, well, what's the first thing when you see someone, what's the first thing like you look at?
Mm-hmm.
So I had some friends that was like your shoes. If your
Yeah.
shoes dirty, especially depending on the function, and I can get to that. But if your shoes dirty on a Sunday, we go in the church or, you know, we so on night your shoes in, they're like, oh no, I can't, like you don't care about yourself almost.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing for me, and I think everyone, business or no business, it's just a personal thing.
Yeah.
Friends, colleagues, cousins,
Yeah.
hi, like take care of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, take care of yourself. It, I feel like it's a mandatory thing. I don't even have to run on with that. I feel like, hey, everybody, just get up in the morning, go in the tub, you know, brush your teeth. Like the process alone makes you feel so good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a girl. I love to smell good. Like females just smell good. I got the 10 million body spray, right? I come in the shower. I can use two in my bag. You know, it makes me feel more confident about myself, and that's really what I'm getting. When you put on, you know how new clothes make you feel, or like
Yeah.
me, I like to dress up. I
Mm-hmm.
I've been wearing glasses for like 2 years now, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then I found this site and it was like, oh, well, all these frames for like $50. I got red, blue, maybe some green ones, some brown. Like it just made me feel, I feel more confident. Like, man, I don't want to wear them because class is ugly and da da da. And there's like,
Yeah.
I find like a bunch of colors. So the
Mm-hmm.
bottom line of that is like it makes you feel good when you dress to impress. And you
Yeah.
don't have to dress to impress people, you know. You
Mm-hmm.
dress to impress yourself. You love yourself. When I get dressed and I look in the mirror, I just say, you know what? I'd spend money with you. I want to talk to you. When I smile in the mirror in the morning, trust me, I this dramatic for true. Like I put in all my earrings and I play music when I get ready in the morning, like almost like my affirmations.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm fully dressed and I'm ready to take on the day, 50% of my confidence comes from the way that I look.
Yeah.
Uh, to me, you
Mm-hmm.
know, you dress for yourself. Once you're satisfied with yourself, it can ooh, if it can just ooze off on people. They can say, you know you look good. So you walking with your head held high, almost like when you speak to someone or if you're speaking and you have your head up, you're not looking down. When you're walking, your
Yep.
shoulders, confidence, and confidence just breeds, So I'd say definitely how you dress. Again, I mentioned earlier with the types of clothing that you'd want to wear.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Again, I'm not a fan of like judging person's style or whatever, but it's courtesy for certain places. It's
Yeah.
etiquette for
Yeah.
certain places. You wouldn't want again. I wouldn't want um, my teacher to have. I don't have any kids yet, but
Mm-hmm.
even as a student, I'm more recently a student. But I sure closer than not, they're closer than being a mom.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want my teacher to come to class in a cut up shirt and she exposed almost. That made me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Could look nice without, and I think a lot of females, I feel like we're working on it, but a
Mm-hmm.
lot of females still feel as though the more skin that they show, the better that they look, and like that's just not the case. That's not style. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
you could put on clothes and look really really nice,
Yeah.
and the way you dress on top of your confidence and you feeling good and people seeing that, hey, You feel good today, that aura is going to rub up on me. Respect is something that comes along with the way that you dress. So
Yeah.
when I put on my long pants and my nice flowy shirt in the morning with my roses and my red glasses, someone is going to look at me and approach me in with respect. You understand? Approach me in a manner
Exactly.
of I dealing with a boss.
Exactly.
I dealing with a woman, you know, like, good morning, how are you? Versus saying so you know how some men are and even women, based on how
Yeah.
if you walk in a room or if you walk in a meeting, dragging slippers, and everybody have on their nice shiny flow shine policeman shoes, you think they can listen to anything what you have to say?
Exactly.
No, they don't. They, because they're ready, they look around like, hold on, this is the dress code and you don't fit. um they're gonna treat you different, and not gonna hear what you have to say, and now and then it trickles down, and now you're less confident about what's going on, and
Yep.
now it's, well, I wonder if I smell bad, and then I wonder if I like what happening, you know. So it all starts with number one, your hygiene, um, the pieces of clothing that you choose to wear. Check the dress code. You know where you're going, and it
Yep.
ain't expensive. You don't have to wear Gucci to be respected. You know where you're going.
Exactly.
You know what to wear. You understand?
Exactly.
And from there, I just feel like it goes on. You all know what to do. You know what
Mhm.
to do.
For real. For real. Because what a lot of people don't understand, your outer appearance tells a person how to respect you, how to deal with you, how to approach you, as you would have said earlier. You so when you coming out the house, when you go in somewhere, like we said in the beginning, you represent you. You tell a person how to approach you. You tell a person what is it that you have to offer before they even speak to you. Your
So
appearance, your hygiene, everything tells another person who you are, what you are about, what you have to offer. I think in our society today, we get as young women, we get appreciating our body and revealing the goods mixed up. Like you said earlier, we ain't judging nobody with what they feel like wearing. We ain't judging. But like we said, your outer appearance tells a person how to approach you, what to say, who you are, what you have to offer. And
and
so, we don't have no problem with you and loving who you are, loving your curves and all of that, because I'm voluptuous as well. So, I gotta love my curves. But that doesn't say that when I go out, I need to show the world that I have curves that I need to, that way.
yeah.
So it's all about appreciating it, but not really revealing it. Leave something, because you never know. As we said earlier, you never know who's watching. Your future husband could be watching you. When y'all two get together, he doesn't even have to guess anymore, because he would have already seen everything, and then the world already see what this is.
Well,
So,
what I would want to add to that, I do agree with you saying, right? What I want to add is it almost like a read the room type of thing.
mhm,
You wouldn't intentionally go to church in a mini skirt. You understand? Like, read the
exactly.
room.
Mhm,
But if you go into the beach, you would wear a bathing suit, right?
exactly.
So it's a dress appropriately for where you're going. You understand?
Exactly.
Now,
Mhm,
I'm a person, I'm very petite, all
mhm,
right, skinny, if you will. And when I'm ready, depending on where I'm going,
yeah.
I can put on what I want to put on. Now,
Mhm,
especially when I was younger, and I think we have, we go through phases. Some of us are wiser than others, and
yeah.
some of us have more guidance than others, and
Mhm,
we go through phases, and I get that because I went through mine, where I was like, yeah, every time I go out, I need my belly out.
mhm,
Matter of fact, I can pass it so I can be sure to remember to wear a crop top every time I went out. And I can tell you, like, today,
mhm.
I crop top. Yeah, like, it looked bad to me, and I feel like that's something I had to grow to,
Cool.
especially after discovering, like, my purpose, discovering my career choice. Like, this is what I want to do, and this is who I want to be. And guess what? I can dress the part. I'm going to look the part. I'm going to sound like the part. Every time someone see me, I need them to address me as Sasha Pinder. And when they see me, they see a leader. They see a boss. They see a mogul. They see
Mhm.
inspiration in the most positive ways. You
Exactly.
understand? So on top of that, that would be my first priority. And then, okay, y'all know I still human afterwards. So if y'all see me dancing a junk canoe anywhere, just allow me.
Mm.
But I definitely agree with what you're saying. And
Mhm.
once it's a guidance thing, and then when once you get to it, once you figure it out, trust me, you just hit the ground running.
Definitely, definitely, definitely. And that's why growth is so important. It's so important to learn who you are rather than being consumed by society and what society says is supposed to be right. And, because like we say, social media, if you don't have the right guidance, it can consume you. So that's why it's important to learn who you are, learn your likes and dislikes. So when you do get on these platforms or get out there in society, nobody has to tell you who you are. You know how to represent yourself. You understand that you are a brand. You understand that, I have to dress a certain way so I can gain this respect. So people know how to treat me in public. So people, when I go there, they know who they're dealing with. They don't have to guess. My
Ah,
outer appearance isn't tricking them into thinking they're dealing with someone else.
yes,
But I'm showing them who I am, what I have to offer, and we could go from there.
absolutely.
Mhm. So, with that being said, we're moving into our second round of four pick one song. Sasha, are you ready?
I'm gone ready. I'm gone ready.
All right.
Ready.
So let's get our second round in. So we got 10 seconds on the clock. Starting now.
I lost. Okay. 10.
Yes, time almost up.
Is it the Ola, 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 Ola song?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
I don't know. Is it called Ola?
It's called Hello.
Hello, yes. Oh, that makes sense. That makes
Yeah.
sense. It was the guy that gave it away. I'm like, I saw this video
Yeah.
last time, and I'm like, Hola, I don't know no Spanish. Hola, hola, hola. Yes, absolutely. See, I tell you, the dancing that was help me. That has helped me.
All right. So, yeah. So, moving right into our next point, we said, you never know who's watching you. You are a brand. So, you have to represent you. Your outer appearance speaks volumes about you. It tells the person who you are, what you have to offer, and they don't have to guess who you are. They don't have to, try and paint this person as to who you are, but your appearance and who you represent shows and tells them who you are. So we would have touched on this a little bit in our first point, but now we're going into first impressions is a lasting impression.
Well, we know that's the truth. I don't even gotta say much. We know that's the truth. I try to run on with that and all. When I walk in any room,
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what going on. I
Mm-hmm.
don't care who all doing what. When I open the door, good morning. How are you? Well, all is well. Are you good? Da, da, da. And I tell you, it's like I perfected it. It's like people expect I command the attention of everyone,
Mm-hmm.
wherever I go. Even
Mm-hmm.
if even if I didn't come for their attention, I
Mm-hmm.
need them to know that I am here. Good morning. Hi. My friends actually have a running joke with me, and they feel like I'm intentionally late to everything. Right now, I know I late to everything for true, but it ain't intentional, right? But I started to think like my subconscious is like, oh, I can wait and tell everybody there, and I was like, I wonder why. I have a problem. Like I have to make a grand entrance. I
Mm-hmm.
need everyone to, hey, okay, I reach now. I reach. That's the type of thing I have. Like
Mm-hmm.
with uh, with my friends or my family, like it don't matter. I have this syndrome that I need to make an entrance every time, and it works for me. It works in my favor when I remember when I was talking about that confidence, like
Yeah.
traveling with that energy. People have people have discernment. I could feel if someone having a bad day. I could
Mhm.
feel, like, oh, you don't really want to be here. And, oh, you don't really want to talk. You're like, I don't
Mhm.
like that. I don't like walking on eggshells and da da da. Like,
Yep.
I hate it. And two, you don't know what person's going through, like behind closed doors. You don't know what they had to do. If you're going to work, if you're going to school, all you know is this your classmate or this your colleague, and you're all there all this time. But you don't know what struggles they wake up to that morning. You don't
Mhm.
know. You just don't know.
That's
And that same energy, that good morning, how you doing? That I can come and I can smile and I can treat you. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
everything can be all right. You don't know how that impression would
Mhm.
change someone's day right
Mhm.
around. And guess what? Because they was having such a bad day, like this in the records right now, like today sucked, and you turn that around for them, they will never forget who turned it around. They'll never forget that. They say,
Mhm.
boy, I was having a rough day, and Felicity come right there and make me laugh.
Mhm.
And now Felicity making me laugh every day. They'll never forget something like that. Like,
That's true.
I had to walk. I was walking to school. I had to walk in the rain just now, and Felicity cracked one joke, and ever since, so she say, "How you doing?" You know,
Mhm. Mhm.
yeah, man, everything cool. Da, 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 da.
Mhm.
And now y'all is the best of friends because you don't know, you really don't know what people is be going through, and you could be the change maker. Like, you
Yes.
really could change some people is be on their last leg,
Yep.
and you may think like you having it bad, but
Mhm.
someone having it worse. And I feel like the world would be such a brighter place if everyone just, you know what I mean, let's just treat everybody like
Exactly.
a friend. Like, so
Exactly.
definitely first impressions are lasting, especially in that arena. And I think that's the first thing. And after that, the opportunities fall from the sky. Like I say, opportunity meets preparation,
Mhm.
because of the impact that you, maybe not in that situation, but any other situation, and they see like this
Mhm.
consistent, whatever your energy is.
Mhm.
But it could still be bad. You could get a bad outcome, but we speak positivity over here. If
Exactly.
you always seem to be the positive person,
Mhm.
when people sit around and say, man, we need someone with this type of personality. We need someone who, they have integrity or they care and stuff like that. And that ties into with people always watching you, like someone
Exactly.
always watching.
Mhm.
When they sit down and say, this person, someone could say, well, what about Felicity?
Mhm.
And now that's an opportunity right there. You didn't even know your name is being spoken in the rooms you never even walked.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
that's the goal. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to expand and elevate and stuff like that. So yeah, impression.
Mm.
Wow. From somebody being mean to me one time, that's the end of that. That's a personal problem though. I'll hold a grudge until I die. But
For real.
you only have to be mean to me. What? You only have to be mean to me one time. One time. Like, I promise I don't have nothing else to say other than good morning, everything cool, and I go my way. But if you welcome me with open arms,
Yep.
my arms open to you every time. If I need a bottle of water, I die and the sun has been hot.
Yeah.
And you have a bottle of water and you decide, you know what, I give you some water. Boy, every time I see you, I trying to buy you a bottle of water because and how you split your water with me. You understand
Mhm.
that? Especially as a first impression. Like,
Yeah.
I don't ain't nobody could tell me nothing negative about you. Because you share your water with me, that's the end of that. You're an angel in my eyes, and that's it. But in the same token, when you be nasty to people, you understand, you don't know. And like I say, you know them or they know you, but you don't know who they know. And
Yes.
you know where we live. All right. You don't know
Ex-
who they know, and you don't know how far people are willing to go to ensure that you either make it or you
Exactly.
break it.
Exactly.
So you would want to be, one, your authentic self, but two, you would always want to treat others with respect. You don't have to go over your way and be dramatic and no, that's me. If you treat everyone you come across with respect,
Mhm.
that's admirable. That's
Mhm.
respectable. and they could respect who you are, and they could, you know what, I could deal with you,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what you want.
Definitely. So another thing I'd like to add, and because I agree with everything that you said, but the saying goes, some people may forget what you did for them, but they will never forget how you made them feel.
Facts.
And it goes just with what you're saying. You never know how a person feeling. And just as you come in and you spread that energy that you came in there, that bright energy, you like you say, when you get in a room, you like to be kind of late. So when you reach, they know Sasha reached. So
Yeah.
you can imagine, like you say, a person having a bad day and you just come in there with your bubbly personality that could make a person forget everything that they were going through.
Yeah.
That could make them forget everything that they were going through.
Yes.
So it's
Yeah.
important, aside from dressing the part, it also comes from within.
Exactly.
How you make a person feel, how you speak, how set the atmosphere when you reach into a place. So, boy, this thing goes deeper than
Yeah.
outer
It does.
appearance.
And mind you, like, I mean, what I noticed with all the points is, so they really tie right one into the other. And I'd say, branding would be the professional term that we'd use. Oh, it's a brand, and everything is the brand. That's a
Mm-hmm.
professional term, but who you are, your character,
Definitely.
your character
Mm-hmm.
is what takes you places. Manners and respect will take you around the world. I promise y'all that's the case. I
Mm-hmm.
promise that's the case. You
Definitely.
can you can be the nicest person with no degree, no experience really, and somebody would give you a chance to
Yes.
to prove yourself, give you the opportunity to gain that experience. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And versus someone who have a degree and everything and their attitude is poor and they feel entitled and they don't say good morning. We say good morning to heart. You know what time good morning? I feel like it's a why. Are we vibing? You have a problem? Like, come on, I need you to tell me good morning, especially if I say it.
Mm-hmm.
So like, if your attitude sucks, then we could find someone else with a degree. You ain't the only person who have a degree. But genuine connections, genuine characters, honest, respectable persons who have manners and think, oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we can call Felicity right now. If she know how to do it, well, we can teach her how to do it so she can do it because we want to see her succeed. And and she dresses well. All
Mm-hmm.
right, we can teach her that in school.
Exactly.
All right, her attitude is nice. Um, you know what? She smell good every time too. And she shared her last piece of gum with me that one time we was waiting on the food and da da da. Now we call
Mm-hmm.
it Billy for everything. So
Mm-hmm.
so that definitely matters. Definitely.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Because nothing more you want that when you step out of a room, the person's left inside the room have something positive to say about
Positive. Mm-hmm.
you. You don't want to step outside of a room and then they couldn't wait for you to get out there so they could go and say all these different things about you. You want when you leave a room, they give you an immediate call back or they even refer you to someone because they say this person has to be on the team. They need to be on this job. They need this opportunity. As we were saying all along, if you haven't gotten that, your appearance, who you are as a person, your character can breed a lot of opportunities for you. Opportunities that you've never even imagined coming your way. Just of being who you are, presenting yourself in the right way, and just being a all around respectable person can
Yeah.
breed all sorts of opportunities for you. So it's important that you represent you. As Sasha said, you are the brand. How you represent the brand is how you tell others out there, investors, we could call them, others out there, who you are, what you represent, and what you have to offer.
And what I want to add,
Mhm. Go ahead.
move on is really quick. Like I've seen it on social media before, and it's like, oh, would you date you? And a lot of jokes came out of that post or that meme. And
Mhm.
when I read it, I was like, would I date me? And why? Like, no, like everyone feel like they're the prize, but
Mhm.
in the sense of not just dating itself, but like, would I hire me? Would I want to be my friend? you know, and that's how you can reflect on yourself. That's how you can check your character. To be honest with yourself, you don't have to share it with anybody else, but you know your ways. All right, you know, well, I lazy for true. I wouldn't give me a job.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't want to hang out with me because I always flake.
Yeah.
Want yourself and move, and you know, you have time to improve. You can improve yourself. You could, like I tell people, it ain't never your final level. It ain't how you start. It's how you finish. Trust and believe. It is how you
Exactly.
finish, and it's the progress that feels the best.
Indeed. 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 So, with that being said, we're moving right into our third round. So, let me know when you're ready, and we can go ahead and go into our next round.
It's Man Strong, and the next one, Lifting Weights, Avengers, Space Superheroes, Marvel. I don't know this man with his cross, with his rosary.
Time up.
What is this?
Time up. That is Hulk by Blacks.
Oh, okay, okay. So the Avenger, okay, and the Strong. Something that should have been green.
I see. I couldn't put him there because as soon as I put him there, you would have
Yeah,
known who
I
it was.
know. Everything cool. Cool.
This conversation has been really awesome. I think you've dropped some gems. I really enjoyed this conversation.
I did as well. I did. I'm excited.
Yes. And the final point, putting your best foot forward after, bringing out the character, uh, putting on your best set of yard clothes, business clothes, whatever it is. All it is you putting your best foot forward. Whatever it is that you do, you put your best foot forward. You try your best in everything. Give your all in everything. Because at the end of the day, when it is all said and done, whether you fail or you make it, you know that you did your endeavor best. So
Boy,
tell me about that.
you know, the first thing I'd want to say is, people that say, or they tell like movie stars and like rappers and celebrities, like you have one shot.
Mm-hmm.
That's so true. Like you have one shot
Mm-hmm.
with, I think with every opportunity. I think it depends. Sometimes, everything isn't black and white.
Mm-hmm.
But I can tell you one thing, and that's just in doing business.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I have one shot with my clients. It's either I believe in you, I believe in what you're saying, I believe in your strategy, I believe we going,
Mm-hmm.
or we ain't going.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of life is like that.
Yeah.
It's there. If you can apply for a job 10 times, it's a reason why they're rejecting you 10 times. It's a reason why they reject you the first time.
Yeah.
Go apply somewhere else. Tweak
Mm-hmm.
whatever it is you feel like you have to tweak. Go apply somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
You might shoot your shot and you ain't get in. Then shoot your shot somewhere else, a different gym, a different rim. After you tweak, you go practice and you come back.
Yeah.
You really have one shot. When you a person's attention span so short too, and not in a negative way, but I think like social media have a lot to do with that. Like TikTok,
Yeah.
girl, if I see a video with like 3 minutes, I don't want to watch that. Like I don't watch that. I need you to get to the point. I want to laugh now. All right, that's that's just what it is. So you have like, and in movies, girl, my attention. Me personally, I'll say me, and if I watching a movie, I hate movies because they taking too long. I need you to get to the point. You know them movies where it starts with the end
Yeah.
and then it's get me.
Yeah.
Because I need to know how you get to this point. A
Exactly.
lot of life is like that.
Mm-hmm.
When you, again, with your appearance, with your confidence in everything, it all goes hand in hand. Listen,
Yeah.
when I walk in the door, the first thing they do is look at me.
Mm-hmm.
They look at me and they look and say, you know what? Oh, you well put together, like you
Mm-hmm.
double take, okay, boom, I got your attention. And
Mm-hmm.
then right away, you open your mouth and you say good morning, or you treat someone with respect, or you share that gum, or you do whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have my attention again, or you keeping my attention, you holding my attention,
Yep.
right? And now you're making an impression. Now you have my attention, we done say good morning.
Yeah.
Okay, what else? yeah, man, anyway, I came to see so and so, or da 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 da. So now I get to see your attitude. I get to see, how I wouldn't know that you had to walk 10 miles to get here because you come like you having the best day of your life. And
Mm-hmm.
guess what? I'm gonna treat you with that same energy. Well, you know what? She's smiling and I can smile and help her get
Mm-hmm.
whatever gets done. So now I have your attention. I keeping your attention. You still got
Mm-hmm.
the attention. You still got the attention.
Yep.
And now, based on all these things that happen, I am willing to listen to whatever it is you have to say. And
Mm-hmm.
before you know it, y'all talking for 20 minutes and nobody
Exactly.
realized how long it gone on. You ain't realize you make a new friend. You ain't realize you make a new connection. You ain't
Mm-hmm.
even realize you networking. You don't know until it's like, oh, anyway, this is what I come to do. Da, 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 da. And
Mm-hmm.
that's just so important. Like it really all ties in together. You have one shot from the minute you walk in the door. You have one shot from the minute you answer the phone. If
Mm-hmm.
I call you and I say, hi, hello, I'm looking to speak to Miss Gibson. I'm looking to speak to Miss Pinder, and you would have said da 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 da. Oh no, never mind. I have the wrong number. And that was the one opportunity which you was waiting on.
Mm-hmm.
You have one shot. And I truly believe that. I don't believe in giving up because something might have failed. You may have failed. I don't believe in giving up.
No.
I keep trying.
Mm-hmm.
Remember to tweak and try again.
Yes.
Remember to refine and try again.
Yes.
When persons reject you or for whatever reason you feel like it ain't gone through,
Mm-hmm.
you be humble and you show humility. And even if you could backtrack and say, okay, I understand that I didn't get the position or I didn't get into that club. If you could
Mm.
go and find out why,
Yes.
especially if that's somewhere you want to be and you have the capacity to make it right there.
Mm-hmm.
Get some guidance. I just the other day when we were speaking,
Yeah.
uh, and I told the kids, listen, it ain't like it, man. Go and ask,
Yes.
and you'd be shocked. You'd be surprised to see how many persons are willing to guide you.
Yes.
Because now they're looking at your character. They're seeing that, oh well, we push you out, but you are like, no, 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 I belong right here. Now, y'all can tell me why I ain't. So I could go fine tune, I could go pivot, I could refine, and I could come back and say, listen, this is who I am. I am worth this position.
Mm-hmm.
I am worth access right here.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you do have one shot, but guess what? We don't do failing around here. We don't do quitting.
Exactly.
We don't do quitters.
No.
Okay? We
No.
gonna refine and we coming back. And that's what we can do.
Yes.
So it's it's a it's a
Refining.
black and white thing, but I do agree.
Yes. Mm-hmm. It all comes, and refining comes with reflecting. Because as we were saying from the beginning, is always room for improvement. And you would only know that if you sit back and reflect. I did this. How can I do this better? I did that. How can I do that better? It's all about sitting down, reflecting on what you did, and seeing how can you now do better in that. And from there, moving on, you try to incorporate those same things that you see that you could do better. You incorporate them in new situations. And as
Right?
you learn that, you learn and unlearn things. You learn and unlearn techniques and stuff like that.
Right. I want to jump in right there. And
Mhm.
you know what? A quote I'm always seeing, and I just feel like this is it. Like, you have to always be willing to learn. You're always willing to learn. Like these celebrities who everyone looking up to, they are willing to learn. Like if they
Yeah.
don't know anything about real estate, in like a year, all of them selling houses, and we have cryptocurrency and all of these things that being around. Like they ain't just rich off or nothing. They students, the most successful people, the wealthiest people in this world, and not just when it comes to money.
Mhm.
Intellectually wealthy. Like they have so full of wisdom and knowledge because they never stop learning. You don't know everything.
No,
I don't know everything.
no.
But if I am willing to learn, that does strengthen who I am. And when you show persons that you're humble enough to say, well, I know I'm an expert in this area, but guess what? You're further than me. You've been in the game longer than I have. You have more experience than I have. I
Mhm.
respect I respect the amount of time that you have put into this, and I want to be where you are or much further one day. And I just want to know like what I need to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Watch how persons deal with you differently. They speak
Mhm.
to you differently. You know what I mean? They extend in olive branches. They inviting you places. They because
Mhm.
it's like I want to be a part of your legacy too. I want when you if you make it further than me, you could say, "Hey, Sasha, help me." I'd always want to be that guy. You know, like I helped and I helped the
Yep.
person where he was based on those characteristics alone.
Yep. That's true. And another point that I wanted to add to our point about putting your best foot forward. When you have, like you said, you have one shot, and sometimes that's all you have. When you have that one shot, you have to give it your all.
Mm.
Sometimes people aren't even worrying about the sad sob story, what you had to do to get there, to get in that situation. Some people aren't even they are not worrying about that story until you would have already made it. And then they want to know, how did you do it? They don't want to know that right now.
I agree. They always say everybody have a story. You have to, and that's true. I don't need to hear. I have a sad story too. Everybody's story. Everybody feel like I say, everybody going through things. Everybody feel like the world caving in on them. But
Yep.
who you think? Who I want to know what happened after you have already made it when you cross the line. So guess what? You have to put on that smile every day. You have to
Mm-hmm.
have respect with you every day. You have to bring the humility with you. You have to bring your weapons of wisdom with you every day
Exactly.
until you make it. And when you make it, and everybody like, well, how you get there? You know? And it's like, well, let me tell you. Watch out, lady, listening now, because now it's like, hold on, witness to that. You gotta know. It's something gotta add up. If 2 + 2 is 4. Okay.
4 + 4 gotta be 8. You
All
can't.
right. Uh, all right. All right.
But yeah, putting your best foot forward, you have to give everything. And then when you would have gotten to that opportunity or gotten to that place where you want to be, then you come and give, how did you do it? Where did it come from? What pushed you to it? But in the meantime, while you are just trying to get this opportunity, you have to put your best foot forward, get their attention. And recapping what we would have said, that's dressing the part, that's setting the character, setting
Mhm.
the atmosphere, and
That's
whatever else it is that they ask of you. And then another thing that I would like to reiterate that you would have stated, be teachable, always be teachable. As Sasha said, always be teachable, because nobody knows everything.
no, no.
Nobody likes a know-it-all.
Nobody like nobody. 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 It's like, okay. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I say, no, we ain't calling you no more. We don't want that.
All right. So with that being said, we'll be moving into our last and final round of four pick one song. Doing
Oh, y'all, let's go.
well. You've been doing well.
I have. I lose one so far, eh? Only one.
Yes. So you have 2 out of 4. Let's see
Oh, we
how
gotta
it's
get
gonna.
the third one. We gotta get
Yes.
this. Okay.
Yes. With that being said, moving right into our final round of four pick one song. Our last and final round. You've been doing well so far. You have 2 out of 4.
Yes. I
Mhm.
have to get this one. 'Cause
Yes. All right.
then,
So just let me know when you're ready and we can move from there.
Yeah, ready, ready.
All right. 10 seconds on the clock.
You don't like lose?
10 seconds on the clock.
It's Mr. Clean.
Mm-hmm.
This a casket.
Mm-hmm.
I have 10 seconds. Cello.
Time up. Time is up.
Hold on, let me guess.
Let's see if you can get it.
I know.
This is Colors by Melek.
Colors?
Yeah. Sing the song. Sing it.
Girl, I don't know. Start it.
Hey, if it red, it like a hearse, it dead.
Girl, I wanted me to remember that at this time like this. They robbed me all. I blame it COVID.
Well, that has been the end of our game, the end of our segment here at Her TV. Sasha, thank you so much for coming today and conversing with me on the topic of you represent you, dressing the part. Is there anything you would like to say to the queens before we leave?
But first of all, I thank you so much for inviting me. Okay, I'm so excited. I'm honored to have been a part of her TV to dos, and I love the topics that she chose. I can't wait to watch all the other episodes.
Mhm.
Um, and what I want to say to everybody else is, listen, just be yourself, be your authentic self, show up every day,
Mhm.
shoot your shots.
Mhm.
Okay. Remember, set your goals and do whatever it is that you have to do to reach them. You
Yeah.
groom yourself for now. It seems like a long time away, but it's not.
Mhm.
But you give the world back, and your first impression, from the way you look to the way you speak to your attitude, um, is the last one, and it could change your life. Right? You don't know who's watching you, so
Mhm.
be yourself.
Yeah.
Thank you for inviting me.
No problem at all. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And leave a comment down below. Let us know how you're feeling this episode. Tell us what you think. If you have any opposing views, any agreeing views, if you are in agreement with us, let us know in the comment section below. Until then, remember, you are a queen. You are royalty. So walk like it, talk like it, dress like it, show up like it, and wait for the godly man that treats you like it. Thank you for coming and have an amazing day.